Hello everyone, in this video I'll be teaching you top 3 of Anatoly Karpov's best moves. Karpov is playing with the white pieces against Garry Kasparov, and Kasparov plays G captures on H4, so he captures. And now, Karpov plays the best move possible. Most people in this position would simply capture on H4, but then the problem with this is hard to get your king around. Even though you're still winning, this will be harder for you. So the best move that is played is knight to G2, exactly what Karpov plays. Now, after H captures on G3, with check, king captures on G3, and king to E6, trying to save this pawn. But now, Karpov regains the material with knight to F4 with check, and he wins this pawn. King to F5, and knight takes on H5. King moves back to E6, and the knight jumps back to F4. And gives check. E6 and king to G4. Now Karpov can get his king around into black's king side. Attack. From here, bishop to C2 was played. Kasparov trying to go after this F3 pawn. After D1, then the F3 pawn will be attacked. King to H5. Now we have bishop to D1, attacking this pawn. King to G6, and bishop takes on F3 would be a good move. But then simply the king captures on F6. And now from here, the disadvantage is black can't get in anyhow. Can't get in from the centrals because these pawns cover the dark squares. This is going to be very hard for Kasparov, especially with the light square bishop attacking dark square pawns. He's going to have a tough game from him. Karpov went on to win this game. Example number 2. Karpov is playing with the white pieces and he simply played bishop to F3, allowing it to be taken by these strong pieces on the F file. After rook takes on F3, you can capture with your rook on F3, recapture, and then after queen takes on F3, you're down a whole piece, you're down your bishop. Your light square bishop is gone. But Karpov had a good idea how to expose this king and regain material, such as pawns. He plays queen to G6 with check, king to H8, and queen captures on H6 with check. After king to G8, although you could capture, Karpov plays a better move than it. First, plays queen to G6 with check, forcing the king back into the corner. Now, after king to H8, the queen can capture E6, getting the king to a good position for himself. After king to H7, he plays queen to E7 and this attacks the rook. After queen to F7 blocking this, he can simply gain material by capturing 5, and the material on the board is gained 3 pawns. And he could play a move such as E6, bringing his very strong bishop into the attack. This rook can come in and attack, and he has many different options. And queen and this rook don't do very good along this F2 square, because the bishop nicely defends everything. Let's move on to the final example. In this position, Karpov plays with the white pieces, and he threatens some nasty attacks on the H file with his rook queen. But what does he play? Or this master plan comes into work. He plays the move G5, attacking the defender of the H7 pawn. If the knight moves to any of these squares, it's checkmate by capturing on H7, king to F8, then queen H8 will be checkmate. But if the knight moves H5, it's an alright move, but is still completely losing after the move knight to F4. Then sacrificing the piece and then bringing everything into the attack. Now, rook captures on G5 is played. Now rook to D5, attacking the queen. Trade is forced between these two rooks. Rook takes on D5, and now we play knight takes on D5. After rook to E8, we have knight E to F4. And now after the following moves, he takes on E5, and knight to F6 could be played. instead what was played was bishop takes on d5, getting rid of this knight. And now e takes on f6, getting rid of the defender. If you don't play moves cautiously, if you play a strange move such as queen 1 with check, which sacrificing the queen because you know you're going to lose, or if you play something such as queen a2 with check, this is safe. But if you play g5 or a move pushing forwards, trying to attack this knight, then checkmate in 3 or checkmate in 1. So we have e captures on f6, now queen captures h7, and after king to f8, queen to h8 with check, king to e7, and the knight can dive into the attack, although his opponent resigned the game, as there is nothing more to be done. So, after knight takes on d5, you simply have to take this with your queen. After queen takes on d5, and simply rook to e1 picks up this rook. The best move to play is blocking with the queen, but this is not worth it because you lose no matter what. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video on top 3 of Anatoly Karpov's best moves. Please remember to like this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you soon!